Hey guys, so first I want to excuse the appearance. My hair is so sweaty because literally I just watered all my flowers outside. It is so humid, like the humidity won't break. Usually we never have that problem here in Connecticut, but it is so humid, so I apologize for all this wretchedness. And if you can probably tell by the title, these are some of the crazy questions over the years that have gotten asked as a special needs parent. You know, I feel that some people are really inquisitive and some people are curious and some people are just downright negative. But I encourage you, if you have a special needs family member or a friend, if you want to ask a question, make sure that the family who has a special needs child or who is a special needs person, make sure they feel comfortable with the question, because what you may feel is comfortable to you may be a really sensitive topic to the family. So educate yourself first before, you know, opening a huge dialogue with them. The first question I probably get asked most as a special needs parent is, if you decide to have another child, would you go for genetic testing? You probably shouldn't have another child because of what happened to Sasha. I have not gone through the genetic testing, but what Sasha has, not totally boring you with detail, is she did have a live virus that I gave to her while I was pregnant. It was not detectable while I was pregnant. It was pretty new to our area. They now have testing, but not genetic testing basically for it. And, you know, I did not know I was carrying this virus and the lifelong disability that Sasha would carry with having this. And I feel like, you know, if you really want to get in depth to genetic testing, it's a personal choice for you. But I didn't go in depth to that with Sasha. I didn't want to be invasive and stick her with more needles than she had already been stuck with. So, you know, to ask a person if they're going to have another child just because they have a disabled child within them, I mean, just be sensitive about it yet again, because not all children after that will have the same disability as a child before. This was a huge one brought to me last year, actually by a family member, and it was surrounding the magical time of Christmas and Santa Claus. And you know, my daughter, who is 11, Sasha with special needs, is still a huge fan of Christmas and everything it brings about it. And we have a special place where we call Christmas Village, and she goes and sees Santa and the reindeer and the workshop. And actually a family member came up to me and said, well, how much longer till you think she believes in the whole magical thing of Christmas? And when are you going to tell her? How are you going to tell her? And my answer was simply, if she believes in it and she wants to believe that it's magical, I will take her as long as she wants to go. And also, you know, she still does watch younger kids shows, whether it's Barney or Dora Dora the Explorer. I believe if it makes her happy, there's nothing being hurt, and people can be so judgmental about, you know, a certain age has to go with a certain program or a certain dynamic. Just let people be happy and don't question it.
You like to eat just ice cream cones without the ice cream. I know. Would you do me a favor? Do you want a present?
Yeah!
Would you do me a favor first and sit here so we can take a picture for Mommy? Yeah.
This is not good.
I know. That's pretty, huh?
These are my parents. Mom, Dad.
Hi, Barney.
This is my mom. Oh, Barney right there. These are Barney. Barney loves that.
You say all this voice in the show?
What he said so. Let me take one.
And another huge question I get is all about these right here. Sippy cups, yes. People often say to me, she's 11 years old, why would she have to go and use a sippy cup? Well, if you actually know the dynamics of what cerebral palsy goes and entails, your hands can be very spastic and jerk, and you can have poor hand coordination. And yes, she is drinking from a cup, and she does do all those kind of things that she's supposed to do due to her age group and her peers. But at the same point in time, if we want to go out to a restaurant and she's having a really bad day with spasticity and tremors, I'm going to allow her to use a sippy cup due to the fact that, you know what, if it makes her feel comfortable and she doesn't want to be embarrassed to have an accident, they're colorful, they're easy to clean, and she brings her favorite juice in it. So don't question it. And lastly, why do I basically do everything for Sasha? Why do I get her dressed? Why do I do her hair? Why do I do everything for her? Well, yet again, if you knew the dynamics of her spasticity and her cerebral palsy, Simple tasks such as getting dressed and putting on your shoes and having the coordination enough to do your hair are huge tasks. And we are with OT and PT and myself at home working on self-help skills, and I've gotten her Velcro for her shoes and socks that she can try to get on. But still, to put things over her heads and through the arms and to reach all the way back and have enough balance to brush her hair are really hard tasks for her. And I've actually had a lot of close friends and family members say, you know, you gotta learn to let go. It is not about letting go. It is also about the safety and helping her out to make sure that she puts on things properly and she gets it. And I'm showing her how the steps are about it. And you know, she has fallen over in the bathroom before due to it, and she's gotten like a huge gash here. So safety is always a main concern for me because I know how she goes from 1 minute to falling down. I would rather not have those, for instances, happen, and just self-help skills, be me monitoring them. So words of wisdom to you for the day. I always kind of live my life by this motto. Before you actually judge a book by its cover, open it up, take a couple minutes to read a couple pages of the inside story before you just look at somebody and judge them, because many special needs you can't see from the outside. Maybe they have something going on the inside as well. You know, sometimes people often ask us still why we get a handicap parking spot when they see Sasha walking hand in hand. So before you get to know somebody with disabilities, I encourage you to just get to know the person before you be so judgmental. So we'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.